If you're looking for the cheapest, and I mean cheapest coins out there to build your God Squad, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable. And make sure you use code WOLF to get 3% off. Link is in the description. All right, fellas, check this out. So when Madden 23 comes out, if they do not change the way the beta was, you're going to need to develop a short game. So today I'm gonna give you guys some concepts, some ideas that you can use when the game drops. You can actually use them now in Madden 22, but practice them, get yourself a short game, because if you don't, if I'm correct, it's going to be a blitzing season, meaning blitzers are going to be crazy. There's no weak boxing from what I understand in the beta. I don't know if they're going to keep it that way, but if it is, you're going to need a short game because blitzers are going to be crazy. I can run dollar against your single back wing tight. You get what I'm saying? I can run DB fire against your single back wing tight if they leave it that way. Now this is all, like I said, this is all subject to change, but if it is, man, you guys are gonna need a short game. So let me give you guys some ideas. Right now we're in the, I think, the Cardinals playbook. Let's talk about spread formation, spread wide slot. Okay, so let me show you guys something that, let's just say the pass. Okay, and that's another thing. It's not even about blitzing. It's the pass rush in general. You're not gonna be able to throw crossing routes or deep passes a lot. You can't escape. There's no escape artist unless you're an X factor. So you're gonna have to figure something out. All right, you're gonna have to formulate a dink and dunk plan. So right here, let me just show you guys the gun spread wide slot. Now these concepts are gonna work in Madden 23 as well as Madden 22. But what I wanna do, you see these out routes on the mesh play? I'm gonna flip the play, okay? And I'll tell you why in a little bit. It's all due to the tight end. So let's just assume that they're not really blitzing you, right? They're just sitting a pass rush, and the pass rush is faster. The game speed is a little bit faster in Madden 23. So let's pick this play, and let's just pick like cover 3, okay? And we're assuming it's just a 4-man pass rush, 3-man pass rush. 4-man is going to be crazy, I think, personally. However, 3-man could be just as good. We need more time with the game, and we need to know what the final version, the retail version, is going to be like. We don't know. They could just nerf because Lil Timmy can't take it, and they'll nerf the pass rush. You can do whatever the hell you want. However, if they leave it the way it was, bro, this is what you're going to need to do. Okay, so like, let's take this formation, okay? We're going to block the running back, get him off any route that we want extra protection on the field. You can do whatever you want with him. But you can't mess with the concept that we're going to create on the right side of the field. We're going to force the defense into a separation. So if we move the tight end over, we can't change his route. We have to change his route to a zig before we even move him. So we'll go ahead and take the tight end, put him on a zig route. Right stick to the left. Okay, you see the zig route. Now what we want to do is we want to take the Y route from the right side, put him on a slant. And we can leave the B route on an out route depending on the defense and what is ran. If it starts to become a problem, then you just put them on a regular out route. But for right now, let's leave them on that deep out right there because I think it's more beneficial right now. However, like I said, that's due to change depending on how, when we progress with this play, what's going on. Now, with this setup right here, pretty much against any defense in the game, you motion the tight end over across, okay? His zig will flip like that, okay? Once it flips, you can snap the ball. And he's the route that we're gonna be looking for in these plays. So as I snap the ball, boom, come this way, you'll see, okay, you see, that's the problem. It's already a problem. So you cannot leave that deep out route on this play. Good testing, we tested it right now, not worth it. Put him on a regular out route. What this is going to do, it's going to ensure that the curl flat or the seam flat, whatever, is going to play him. The deep route, they didn't recognize, they dropped down too fast. It's okay, we figured that out. So you'll know right now, just in testing purposes, that you cannot do that. So put him on a zig route and then motion him across with the same setup, but now we're putting B on an out route because we just can't trust that deep route. But this is still a good play to use. Right here, this is the zig. Okay, let me show you the difference between what was happening first and what's happening now with that out route. When we go to instant replay, the deep out route, what happened was when he went too far, the curl flat, the seam flat, the cloud flat, whatever, didn't recognize him as the priority no more, okay? He didn't recognize him as the priority, so what they did was he just dropped down instantly to the tight end. With the simple out route, with the little 5-yard out route, this guy will prioritize the out route instantly, turn his back, and then you're coming behind him to take the pass. Happens every single time, doesn't matter. I'll show you guys now more consistently than not. Put Y on a slant, be on an out route, block the running back, motion him across. Simple concept and ideas for you guys to just get easy yards. All right, you have to develop a short game right here. Boom, it'll work against cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. Now, let's just assume they're heavy blitzing you, okay? Now, this doesn't have, you probably want to run like a gun bunch, but they don't have badass crossing routes and gun bunch here. So we need to use maybe like open flex. They have X seam, okay? Let me show you guys when they blitz heavy. Now it's not gonna happen with the AI, but let's just assume they are. Let me give you guys a setup here. I want you guys to get used to the in routes that come from this game. Gonna be the same thing in Madden 23. The concepts are gonna be the same, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're gonna max protect because we feel like they're blitzing heavy. Now I don't recommend open flex as a play, but the concept and idea of max protecting, okay? Max protecting, whether it be bunch, but make sure you have a crossing route. You're gonna need that. We're gonna streak X and we're gonna put B on an in route, okay? So B goes on a simple in route. Now, what we're doing is, what we're trying to get done is we're trying to hit the RB route. Now, when you're playing against someone that's better, RB route's gonna be dead, but let's just assume that he gets open, right? What we're gonna do is we're just come this way. Actually, no, I don't know why I put him, he's gotta be on this route. So you have to put him on an out route first, then motion him across so the out route stays. Now I can double team the left side guy. Hopefully there's not a nano blitz, but we wanna do that, but you'll have RB over here, okay? Now, like I said, user guides. You already know, looking for that crossing route. So we streak this guy, we max protect, we put B on an out route, so when we motion him across, it's an in route, right? So what happens here now is user guards RB, we got this guy right here for easy yards every single time with this setup. Now, I used to do this differently in the Trey Y Flex. I used to motion and then I would playmaker up. However, it's gonna be different, and I don't want to show that to you guys because it is going to be different. It's not going to be the same. So this would be the look that you want to use. Like I said, coming across the middle of the field. Now in cover 2, this type of play right here, boom, you'll have to wait for the vertical hook to deprioritize the route. Now you're not getting a lot of yards, but when you're going against better players, you have to take what they give you. All right, they're going to have to leave one or the other open. Now they can put a Mabel out there. They can put a Mabel out there on defense, right? And then they could just use your in route. That's when you need to start hitting seam routes. You need to start hitting the seam routes. This brings us to the empty base formations. So these empty formations, especially when they're heavy blitzing you. Okay, let's just do vertical shape. Let's do cover 3. Doesn't matter, we'll just do cover 3. I feel like cover 3 is gonna be one of the best defenses in the game again. But we can utilize the in routes here. So in routes or B on an in route, A streak. So we have the in route like this, okay? And you can run it this way. So boom, like this, coming in. He went kind of far as in route, okay? So we want to utilize these in routes as much as possible in this game. Now the tight end, right here, you got to zig, but remember that the tight ends running from an empty formation work a little bit different. I don't know if they're the same, okay? This guy's coming, boom. Okay, so it works. That concept still works. You can still use that one right there. However, when it's time, you can just run like Y on an in route. You can take A streak him, and then slant RB, something like this, something to this effect. What you're looking for is you're looking for these in routes underneath the zone. So right here, boom. Now, if they're heavy blitzing you and you're in a empty formation, okay, you need to utilize this idea. They're not gonna do it in this play right here, but why? You know what? Let me go ahead and find an all-out blitz so I can show you guys in real time what's happening. So let's just run, say we're in an empty formation. Maybe that's your scheme. And let's just say concept. Let's go with the man blitz. And then let's go with, it's got to be a crazy blitz, right? So maybe 4-4 split. No, not that one. Let's do, and I don't even know, to be honest with you guys, when people all out blitz. You could do like DB blitz like this, okay? And what you want to do here is you could put your left and right side guy on hitch routes, okay? Because the user's going to pick and choose one. So he picks and chooses ones, and then we come underneath like this, okay? Now the low ball mechanic is going to be a little bit different. I don't know how that's going to work. This is assuming that they're all out blitzing. So let's just say they're running 3-4 odd, all out blitz. You do the double hitch routes like this. It doesn't even have to be A, it could be RB. It could be like this, okay? And you got to low ball this. So it'd be like this, low ball, boom, get your yards, okay? Just like that. Now, if you're facing a Tyran and he's on that, don't try to attempt to low ball that because these guys get crazier animations and they will probably one-handed pick you. You guys know the vibes. You know how it goes. So these are just ideas that you guys can start using in your gameplays. Use them now because you're going to need them for Madden 23 if they keep it the same way. If they don't and they nerf it for little Timmy, then all is well. But if not, and they keep the pass rush crazy and the blitz is pretty good, you're going to need a short game. Love you guys, man.